Right, for this last one, this one is given as a logarithm, and you see it's log base 2. Our calculators and such don't know how to do log base 2. They only know common logs and natural logs. So we need to rewrite this as an exponential to be able to find points. So what I normally do first is rewrite the order, because this is how we're accustomed to looking at these problems. If we want to rewrite a log as an exponential, then we can use the e, right? So we get base 2 raised to the y is equal to x. Alright, so if you notice with this one, we have something that we haven't dealt with in this course much. This says 2 to the y equals x. So we're actually going to be choosing values for y. And then we will plug that in to find x. So it's very similar to the problem we just did. That one was y equals 2 to the x. This one is x equals 2 to the y. So the same argument for which points to choose. I want to keep them on the graph, so I'm going to try to choose numbers that will keep it as small as possible. And then we're going to plug each one of these in. So I get 2 to the negative 2. So remember, 2 to the negative 2, you can put it into the calculator, means take the reciprocal. So it's going to be an x of 1/4. The y is negative 2. If I put in negative 1, 2 to the negative 1 will be 1/2. If I put in 0, anything to the 0 is 1. If I put in 1, 2 to the first is just 2. And lastly, if I put in 2, 2 squared is 4. So if you look back at that last graph, you see pretty much everything has kind of just swapped positions, right? If you notice, my x's over here match the y's for this one, and the ordered pairs that I got for that one match the ordered pairs that we got over here. Why would that happen? That's because exponentials and logs are inverses of each other. So they undo each other. It also means that it switches out their x and y coordinates. So you see, for this one up here, we have x is negative 2 and y is 1/4. And for this one, we have x is 1/4 and y is negative 2. So my coordinates have switched out. So if we graph these, I'm going to stick with choosing the 3 easier ones first. So I have 1, 0, I have 2, 1, and I have 4, 2. And then a fourth, negative 2, means we're going to go to the right just a little bit and down 2. And a half negative 1 means we would go halfway to 1 and down negative 1. So we get the same kind of thing. We're going to come into our points, and this time we're going to hug against the y-axis instead of the x. So it gets closer and closer to that y-axis and never crosses.